The world is a noisy stage, but in the center of the performance, there is a place of silence, a place of strength. Welcome to the Inner Citadel. We live on a stage. From the moment we wake, the curtain rises and the performance begins. We are the curators of our own image, the architects of our own facade. We build a self for the world to see, constructed from carefully chosen words, filtered images, and subtle omissions. And then we wait. We wait for the echo, the validation, the small digital signal of applause that tells us we are real, that we are worthy. We check for the likes. We measure the silence. We see the read notification and hold our breath, waiting for the reply that will confirm our worth. We refresh, and refresh again, caught in a loop of digital hope. The world has become a vast, distorting mirror, and we have become ghosts, staring into it, desperately waiting to be seen. Why has the judgment of the crowd, a crowd we do not even know, become more important than our own? Why do we trust the opinion of the audience more than the testimony of our own soul? This is not a new question. It is not a sickness born of our modern technology. It is a fundamental paradox of the human heart. It is a question that haunted the mind of the man who sat on the highest stage in the world, the Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius. He was a man who ruled the known world. Every word he spoke was law. Every action he took was scrutinized, recorded, and judged by millions. His performance, his public self, was literally the fate of an empire. He was the most visible man in history, and yet, in the quiet pre-dawn hours, by the light of a candle in a cold tent on the war-torn frontiers of Germania, he wrote a private journal. A book not for publication, not for fame, not for an audience, but for one single person, himself. This book, which we call the Meditations, is not the work of an emperor trying to be seen. It is the work of a man trying to find himself. It is his attempt to strip away the purple robe, the titles, the noise, and find the solid ground of his own mind. And in this private reckoning, he marveled at this strange, universal, human contradiction. He wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Let that idea settle. It is a perfect diagnosis of a sickness that runs through all of us. Let us first examine the truth in the first clause. We all love ourselves more than other people. This is not a confession of vanity or selfishness. It is a statement of fundamental reality. You are the center of your own universe. You are the sole, intimate witness to your own existence. You are the only one who feels the sharp sting of your regret, the quiet warmth of your kindness, the cold dread of your fear. You are the only one who truly knows your intentions, the silent battles you fight, the temptations you resist, the small, unseen victories of character you win each day. This inner self, this core of consciousness, what the Stoics call the hegemonikon, the ruling faculty, is the only thing you are truly bound to from birth until death. We love this self because it is us. We are built for our own preservation, our own flourishing. This is the baseline of our nature. We are our only constant companion. This love is natural, necessary, and right. And yet, we betray this primary, intimate, fundamental reality every single hour of the day. We commit the great treason. We care more about their opinion than our own. We abandon the solid ground of our own self-awareness, the direct knowledge of our own intentions, and we build our house on the shifting, treacherous sands of external opinion. We trust the judgment of strangers, who see only the thinnest, most curated sliver of our existence, more than we trust our own. We value the perception of our character more than our character itself. Why? Because we are born social creatures. We are wired with a deep, primal need for belonging. For our ancestors, exile from the tribe was a death sentence. The approval of the group was not a vanity. It was a survival mechanism. But in our modern world, this ancient necessary instinct has metastasized. It has become a pathological sickness. We have traded the inner, solid compass of our own self-worth for 1,000 external, flickering weather vanes. Our ancient brain still thinks that a dislike or a critical comment is a threat to our survival. It triggers the same chemical alarms. We are taken prisoner by a 100,000-year-old survival mechanism that is no longer fit for a world where 8 billion people are connected by the internet. The Stoics had a metaphor for this. Your soul, your character, your faculty of choice, is your inner citadel. It is the one and only fortress that is truly yours to command and defend. It is the only place you can ever be truly safe, truly free. But we abandon this citadel. We leave the gates undefended. We spend all of our energy, all of our resources, building a different wall, a thin, fragile, painted facade, far out on the perimeter of our lives. This facade is our reputation. We build it with our titles, our clothes, our possessions. We polish it with our achievements. We guard it frantically. And we stand behind this thin, hollow wall, trembling, hoping that the winds of public opinion do not blow too hard, hoping that no one will push it over. We have become the anxious guards of an empty external fortress, while our true inner citadel, our character, lies inland, quiet, abandoned, and falling into ruin. This sickness has now found its perfect and most devastating modern expression. The digital world is a grand theater for this fragile outer wall. Our personal brand is just a new, fashionable word for a better, more finely produced facade. We post a performance of our lives, the vacation, the promotion, the perfect meal, and then we hold our breath. We stare at the empty space below the image, waiting for the applause. The like is the validation. The comment is the confirmation. The share is the proof of our worth. Each notification is a small hit of dopamine, a temporary reassurance that our outer wall is still standing, that the audience still approves. Each moment of silence, each scroll by, is a fresh wave of anxiety, a new crack in the facade. We have willingly handed the keys to our peace of mind to an anonymous, unseen, and utterly indifferent crowd. We have, as Epictetus would say, become slaves, begging for scraps of approval from masters we do not even know. This is the source of our deep, modern anxiety. It is the dissonance, the painful, vibrating gap between the inner self we know and the outer self we perform. We know our intentions were good, but we are crushed when the action is misinterpreted. We know we are struggling with fear or sadness, but we must perform the pantomime of success and happiness. We are living a divided life. We feel like imposters because the world is applauding the facade, not us. And we think, if they only knew who I really was, they would hate me. And as Marcus marveled, it is truly amazing. We love ourselves, our true, complex inner self, and yet we sacrifice that self's peace for the approval of people we don't even know. People who, if we were honest, we probably wouldn't even trust to water our plants. The way out is not to build a better outer wall. It is not to get more likes, win more applause, or manage your reputation more skillfully. The way out is to abandon the outer wall completely. It is to turn around, to walk away from the fragile facade, to journey back to your inner citadel, and to begin the slow, quiet, noble work of rebuilding it. This is the true work of philosophy. It is the practice of defining your own values. What is a good day to you, not to your followers? What does success mean to you, not to your boss? What does integrity mean to you in the dark when no one is watching? You must become your own judge. You must become the only audience that matters. This requires a new practice, a new habit of mind. At the end of the day, the world, the outer wall, asks, What did you get? How many people liked you? How much did you achieve? The Stoic, in their Inner Citadel, asks a different set of questions. Was I honest? Was I patient? Was I courageous? Was I fair? Did I act in accordance with my principles? This is the inner scorecard. When your self-worth is based on this internal metric, the opinions of others become what they truly are, just noise. They are the weather blowing outside your fortress, unable to touch the calm, quiet, well-ordered city within. Marcus Aurelius was amazed by this paradox. We love ourselves, yet we value the opinions of others more than our own. The solution is not to hate others, or to become a cold, heartless hermit. The Stoic solution is to love ourselves properly, by tending to our own character, and to love others properly, by acting with kindness, compassion, and fairness, without needing their approval in return. We can finally be genuinely good to others when we no longer require anything from them. The journey of the Stoic is the journey from performance to presence, from the fragile outer wall of reputation to the indestructible inner citadel of character. It is the slow, quiet, revolutionary act of reclaiming your own mind, of becoming your own highest judge. The world will not stop watching. The stage will not disappear. But you can choose to stop performing. You can choose to be real. Stop looking at the reflections. Be the source. The walls of this citadel are new. Our journey here is just beginning. If these words helped you lay a stone, join us and continue the work.